Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Whoop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to 2 North Down for giving me this 15 minutes. Roughly the length of 1.5 folk songs to give you the lowdown on myself. So I'll do that now. Name's George Fouracres. I'll not deny it. God struck me down if I do. I am from the Black Country. Yeah, we know where the Black Country is? Yeah, anyone who doesn't know where the Black Country is? Yeah, all right. Well, for those of you who don't know, the Black Country is an historic region next door to Birmingham in the West Midlands, which was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. And consequently, the Black Country has a very rich, proud, long, working class heritage. And like many others from the Black Country, I am from a dynasty of bricklayers, labourers, plumbers, factory workers, economic migrants, and soldiers. I myself am a top-tier university graduate in ancient British languages, specialising in 10th century poetry, 12th century hagiography, and historical linguistics. Salt of the earth! Anybody here speak medieval Gaelic? Welcome to my life. It's just that question and that answer over and over again. Before I tell you anything else about myself, I'll tell you a little bit about the Black Country. Black Country is sort of famous for having this dialect. Have you heard of this? The dialect in the Black Country is very ancient. It's not an accent or a slang, it's a dialect. That's an important distinction. It's got its own system of grammar, it's got its own vocabulary. It's essentially a 1,000-year-old form of spoken English dating back to the central kingdom of Mercia. So as a consequence, a lot of our vowels are back palatal, sort of as and oz and uz. Our A's are interchangeable with our O's, so you can have an opple and your ond to get them on. Non is os. So what I've been doing as sort of unofficial ambassador of the Black Country is I thought I'd teach you some Black Country phrases. Would that be useful? Yeah, all right. Well, in that case, repeat after me, if you please, some Black Country phrases. Black Country phrase number 1. Get so mama! Get so mama! Yeah, that means fucking go for it. It's the kind of people we are. Get on board, Gramps. It goes back to the days when people used the Hummer in the forge. Get so mama. Get so mama. Black Country phrase number 2. Yo know the game! You know the game, you lads know the game. That means you know the score, you understand what's happening. That's a little get out of jail free phrase for you in case you're actually ever talking to anyone from the Black Country. Didn't have the monkey day. Oh, you know the game. The Black Country dialect strangely survives, pertinently to this, in the form of traditional jokes. So we have all these like traditional dialect-based jokes. I assume they're all wrapped up in leather and vellum under a monastery somewhere. Hundreds of these traditional Black Country jokes. Would you like to hear some traditional Black Country jokes in Black Country dialect? Yeah, what better way to use this 15 minutes with material that not only did I not create, but comes from 100 years ago. All right, traditional Black Country joke number 1. There's a little wench, and there's that on the wall here, and he's got a whammel. As an uncle's walking past his little wench, there's a whammel, and says, "Oh, did you have a dog bite?" Little wench says, "No." Human bends down, do a strokes the dog. He bites her, and says, "I thought as you said it's your dog day bite." And says, "Oh, that ain't my dog." Get it, your mama! Do another one. I'll do my favourite one. I'll go a bit slower this time. There's a man walking down the cut. That's the canal. Walking down the cut bank. That's the bank of the canal. And he sees a man in the water drowning. He's going, help me, I'm drowning. He goes out, he says, "Oh, is your name Arthur Kilpatrick?" He says, "Oh, that's me, help me." He says, "You work up Jobber's Foundry, don't you?" He says, "Oh, that's me, help me." He says, "Whew, I saving you, I'm having you a job." Sure. So he goes up the works, now he goes up the gaffer. He says, Gaffer, you know how they killed Patrick? He says, oh, I don't know him. He says, he's drowning in the cut. I've come for his jab. He says, you could have his jab. He says, why? He says, it's already been taken. He says, you are? He says, I've only just seen him 5 minutes ago, drowning in the cut. He's ready to get his job away to... He goes, the bloke what pushed him in. Get some mama! Oh, let's know the game. Right, what else is there to fill you in on about me? We've done the Black Country. Me, George Fouracres, weird name, good shoes, class traitor. Oh, religious! Religious! So religious, in fact, that when I was in my late teens, I thought I was going to be a priest. That's what I thought I was going to do with my life. I thought I was going to become a priest. Not a hot one, like in Fleabag. Just one that actually does his job. Religious, as I say, unusual perhaps for a comedian. Any other religious people in? Whoop! Quietly in the corner, what's your poison?
Catholicism.
Say again?
Catholicism.
Put it there, sister, me too! Roman Catholic, but half Church of England. So not a Catholic thoroughbred, I regret to say. Half Church of England. Sometimes I secretly wish I was full Church of England, just for the hymns. Have you heard the Church of England hymns? Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. They're the most gorgeous, perfectly distilled English thing you've ever heard. Like, almost every Church of England hymn goes like... Lovely beef on a Christian morning, dew on the eyebrows of a vicar's friend. The vicar on a bicycle, also playing cricket. God has selected our nation alone for redemption. Can you turn at the end? Oh, subliminal message. In the Roman Catholic Church, we have Ave Regina Celorum, Ave Domina Angelorum, Salve Radix Salve. It's not an earworm, is it? Don't mind making fun of my own faith. I think faith's a privilege, and you should be able to make fun of it for that reason. Don't like to make fun of other people's faith, though. That is abhorrent, so I apologise to any practising communicants of the Church of England, if I've offended with my spoof hymn. You see, if you lads ever see a Catholic looking smug, just you remember, we've got Anne Widdecombe. Although, in fairness, you gave her to us. Stop sending us, you bigots, Protestants! We've got plenty on. Right, now, I've only been doing stand-up for just under a year now, so I thought I'd round off my set tonight by going back to my roots as a sketch comedian to do a character for you, if that's okay. Yeah, sure. I thought, the character stuff might have a bit more mileage than the medieval Gaelic stuff. Anybody ever read Sciala Macduff? Oh! It's always worth checking. Always worth checking. So, in that case, would you all please welcome to the stage your character for this evening, Pamela Cundell, who played Mrs. Fox in Dad's Army. About television nowadays is that there's far too much swearing, and there isn't any need for it. I remember when I was in a shop the other day, a little boy came up to me and he said, Mrs. Fox, which is the name of my character in Dad's Army, Mrs. Fox, I love Dad's Army because it's funny and it's not rude. Now out of the mouths of babes. And she wasn't wrong, as evidenced here in this episode from 1971. Oh, do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think we are the boys... Now, men! Wilson, will you call the men to order, please? Would you mind awfully getting into line, please? Thank you so much. Thank you, Wilson. Now, men, we have received word from the Home Guard High Command that we are to expect a German invasion of the South Coast on Sunday. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. We'll give 'em a taste of the old gold British steel. They don't like it, sir. They don't like it, Mind you, sir, I hope they don't come round on the Saturday, because Mrs. Fox says she wants to come round my shop because she wants to get hold of my sausage. We've got some more sausage in the shop, you know. Got some more sausage. Oh, quiet, you old fool. You're doing, what all doing. All right, quiet there in the ranks. Mr. Mannering. Yeah, what is it, Pike? Mr. Mannering, my mum says I'm not allowed to come to the invasion on Sunday. What? Why? Of course, she says she's got to finish knitting my new scarf, you see, Mr. Mannering, because she knit me a nice new scarf, you see, because this one's a little bit thin, you see, so she got some nice new wool ration, you see, going to make me a nice thick woolen one, you see, Mr. Mannering. I'll catch me death if I wear this to the invasion. Feel that, Mr. Jones, ain't it? Very thin, that is, Puggy. You can't go wearing that to the invasion. Yes, I can't wear that. The invasion, Mr. Mannering. So my mum says she's got to finish knitting my nice new woolen one. And once she's knit me that, she's going to... Oh, Mr. Mannering! Shut your fucking mouth, Pike, you stupid little fucking pussy hole! Shut your fucking... Oh, fucking get here! Fucking get here, you fucking stupid little... Fucking look me in the eye! Look at commanding officer! Oh, I'm talking now! Pike! Oh, wise up! We're at war! Look the fuck around you, Pike! You fucking coward! You're a coward, you're a baby, Pike. You fucking know anything, please, Mr... Fuck, shut the fuck up! You don't fucking know anything, Pike. You were there! The last time the blood and the mud... I said for you, you fucking coward! You're a coward! I always knew you were a fucking coward, Pike! You'll be there on the beaches when the Nazis land! You go, who do you think you're kidding, Mr. Hitler? I'll suck your dick! That's you, Pike! That's you! Fuck you, man! I got a good use for your scarf, Pike. I got a good use for your scarf. Hang him! What's that, sir? Hang this man, son! You know he's awfully wise, sir. Make an example of this cunt to the rest of the platoon, Sergeant Wilson. Hang this man. I don't think I ought to. I'll hang him, Mr. Mannering. Good man, Private Godfrey. My sister Dolly always said he was a little fucking pussy hole. I'll hang him, Mr. Mannering. No, please, Mr. Godfrey. I'll bayonet the fucker. I don't give a fuck. No, please, Mr. Godfrey. Hang this man. That was Pamela Cundell. Mrs. Fox and Dummy. Thank you very much. I've been George Fouracres and Merry Christmas.